Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a very special Pub Quizzle tonight. This is the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle. Can you believe it has been a whole year since that first lockdown and since we first started quizzling together? I can't. It's been 306 rounds, 4,590 questions, and we have a few more for you tonight. A little bit of celebration, and you may have noticed things looking maybe a little bit revamped. Some slightly different music, which perhaps will drive you a bit bonkers, but has got a little bit more of a party vibe for tonight. And I have a bottle of fizz here, which I am going to open with you. Thank you for your support over the past 12 months. I hope you have enjoyed quizzling with me as much as I have enjoyed quizzling with you. Let's see if I can pop this cork. Woo! There we go. Well, oops. I thankfully have a little bit of a napkin, but thank you to all of you for supporting me in my little quizzling endeavours. As many of you know, I'm a big quizzing fan, and this has been lots of fun during some not so fun times for everyone. So I hope I've brought you just a little bit of a break, a little bit of a way to forget about all of the crazy stuff that's been going on. However, enough of that. Let's celebrate, shall we? And what's the best way to celebrate? Of course, with some quizzing. So, as always, 6 rounds, nothing different there, but your rounds tonight will of course help you to choose where you will play your joker. Now, there will still only be one joker because it is the first birthday of the Pub Quizzle. The joker allows you to double up, of course, on your points for that particular round. So let me show you the rounds for this evening so you can make that choice. So here we go. Round number 1 is going to be the past 12 months. So 15 questions about everything that's happened over the past 12 months. Okay. Can I just pause? We have, absolute number 1 quizzer, of course, is seeking the bottle of fizz. So let me just pause for a moment to hand that over. There we go. So, okay, round number 2 is going to be once a year. So this is going to be 15 things that only happen once a year, a little bit like the birthday of the Pub Quizzle. I will give you the event. I would like you to tell me the date on which that event happens, okay? Round number 3, audio as ever. Number 1's in 1986. Why 1986, I hear you ask? Well, that was the last time I celebrated a first birthday. So yes, you can now calculate how old Ali B is. But there we go. We'll have a little break, of course, at the halfway mark, as always. Then when we come to round number 4, that will be potluck, but tonight it's potluck Ali B. So every answer will begin with the letters A, L, I, or B, just for a little bit of an extra clue there. Then when we come to round 5, we will have quiz shows. So as you know, massive quizzing fan here, as I know all of you are. So 15 trivia questions about TV quiz shows. And then round number 6 is going to be our picture round, as always, and that will be famous bow tie wearers. As you know, I love a bit of a bow tie at the pub quiz as your host, so we'll see 15 more. So have a think, where might you like to play your joker to double up this evening? As always, you can still play however you like. I hope some people maybe are playing in the garden with 5 others. Now we're able to, just to prepare for getting back into the pub for real. But however you wish to play, you just need a pen and paper and get ready to declare your joker to those who you are playing with when we get there. So without any more chat from me, Let's go to round number 1, which is going to be the past 12 months. So if you've been paying attention over the past 12 months, then please do play your joker here. I will say cheers to all of you and thank you again, and let's get cracking with our first question of the evening, which is: at what time of day and which day of the week were the claps for carers in the first lockdown? So I want a time and a day of the week for this, please. What time of day and what day of the week were the claps for carers in the first lockdown? Question number 2. In April, who delivered their first ever Easter message? In April, who delivered their first ever Easter message? Question number 3, also in April 2020, who suggested that COVID-19 could be treated by injecting disinfectant? In April 2020, who suggested that COVID-19 could be treated by injecting disinfectant? One of the high points of 2020, that, wasn't it? Question number 4. In May, it was announced which former British Army officer was to be knighted after raising money for charity. And question number 5. Also in May, which advisor to the Prime Minister apparently drove 260 miles during a lockdown? In May, which advisor to the Prime Minister apparently drove 260 miles during lockdown? Question number 6. Which entrepreneur named his child XAIA-12 in 2020? I apologise, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but which entrepreneur named his child XAIA-12 in 2020? Really rolls off the tongue. Number 7, which music festival postponed its 50th anniversary celebrations to 2021? Which music festival postponed its 50th anniversary celebrations to 2021? Number 8, in August 2020, which man became the first to reach a net worth of $200 billion? So in August 2020, which man became the first to reach a net worth of $200 billion? Moving on to number 9, nicknamed RBG, which member of the US Supreme Court and advocate for gender equality died in September 2020? Nicknamed RBG, which member of the US Supreme Court and advocate for gender equality died in September 2020? And number 10, in October 2020, which milestone birthday did Kim Kardashian celebrate? In October 2020, which milestone birthday did Kim Kardashian celebrate? All right, moving on to number 11. As they were unable to go to Australia, in which country was I'm a Celebrity 2020 filmed? As they were unable to go to Australia, in which country was I'm a Celebrity 2020 filmed? Number 12. In November 2020, who won the US election? Despite disputes. In November 2020, who won the US election? And I mean the candidate, not the party, please. Number 13. In December, which comedian won Strictly Come Dancing? In December, which comedian won Strictly Come Dancing? Number 14. Which Brit said before Christmas, "'Tis the season to be jolly careful"? Which Brit said before Christmas, "'Tis the season to be jolly careful"? And finally, our 15th question of the round on the past 12 months is, who interviewed Harry and Meghan in March 2021? Who interviewed Harry and Meghan in March 2021? Okay, and that brings us to the end of our first round tonight. So, how much of the past 12 months do you remember? How much has been wiped from your memory for self-preservation purposes? Anyway, we'll now move on to round number 2, which is once a year. So all of these events happen only once a year, much like the Pub Quizzle first birthday. Okay, so I will give you the name of the event. I would like you to tell me the date on which these events occur. If you would like to play your joker on this tonight, now is your chance to do so. So if we are ready, here we go with our first once a year event. Number 1 is Christmas Day. Just to ease you in, as it's my birthday, just to get the party started. Number 2, Valentine's Day. What date is Valentine's Day? Number 3, Independence Day. When is Independence Day? What date of the year? Number 4, St. Patrick's Day. What date is St. Patrick's Day? We did have an Irish round last week. Can you remember the date of St. Patrick's Day? Number 5, Bastille Day. What date is Bastille Day? We have been celebrating all these different occasions over the past 12 months in Quizzle HQ. Any reason to celebrate? Number 6, April Fool's Day. What date is April Fool's Day? Number 7, St. George's Day, the patron saint of England. But what date is St. George's Day? Okay. Number 8, International Women's Day. International Women's Day. What date is it? All right, moving on to number 9, International Men's Day. Do you know when International Men's Day is? The date that it is most often searched for is on International Women's Day, just to check. But there we go. All jokes aside, when is it? Number 10, St. David's Day. We've had the Irish patron saint, we've had the English patron saint, now we have the Welsh patron saint. But when is his day? Can you tell me? Number 11, the Queen's real birthday, not her official birthday, but the day she was born, please. What date is that? Number 12, Guy Fawkes Night. When is Guy Fawkes Night? Also known as Bonfire Night, of course. Number 13, Burns Night. Another one we celebrated here. Piped in the haggis and all sorts. But when is it? Number 14, World Chocolate Day. Do you know when World Chocolate Day is? If not, you should note it once we go through the answers. And finally, number 15, an event that takes place only once a year. National Trivia Day or Ali B's birthday. Is it a coincidence these fall on exactly the same date? I think not. This is not something I have arranged since kicking off the Pub Quizzle. Just naturally connected to trivia and quizzing, of course. So they are your 15 events. I'll just leave them there for the moment in case you just scribble any down to keep pondering. Always worth a guess, of course, particularly with round number 2. All right, that brings us to the end of our second round this evening. So we come to our audio round. So we have number 1s in 1986. Okay, so as always, I would like you to identify the name of the song and the name of the artist, please. Half a point for each. If you would like to play your joker, if you are a big 80s music fan, now is your chance. Just to let you know, I have chosen songs that were number 1 in the UK or the US. Okay, that's about it really. Volume up if we're all ready. Then we'll get cracking with our first song of the evening, way back to the 80s. Get ready to have a boogie. Okay, there's our first track of the evening. As always, I'll play them all through once and then we'll go back to the top and we'll hear them all again. So let's continue to track number 2. How about this?
Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright.
Okay, moving on to number 3. Who was this and what was the name of the song? to number 4.
Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices. If, when, why, what, how much have you got? Have you got it to give? If so, how often? Which do you choose, a hard or soft option?
I hope you're enjoying these 80s throwbacks. Here is track number 5. Artist and song title, please. Some 80s classics here. Good year, 1986, apparently. Well, that's debatable. All right, number 6. How about this one?
I had a dream, I had an awesome dream. People in the park, playing games in the dark. And what they played was a masquerade. From behind the walls of doubt, a voice was crying out.
Okay, that's track number 6. We move on to number 7. All right. Number 8. Here we go. All right. Number 9.
I wanna lay by your side, baby. I wanna feel every beat of your heart. And throughout the night, I wanna hold you tight.
Bit of a shorter clip there. Do you know it? All right, we'll move on now to number 10. Another 80s classic. Who sang it? And what was the name of the song? Number 11. How about this one?
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, they're falling down like a domino. All the bazaar men by the Nile got the money on a bet.
Number 12. Let's move on to the next track. Just the intro for track number 12. Do you know the first line? Number 13. Here we go. From a classic 80s film, that one as well. But can you remember the name of the song? Number 14. Here we go.
Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart, look inside mine. So everywhere in this whole world was fair. We walk by, we try to see, falling behind in what could be.
Okay, and our final song. Number 1 from 1986. Can you name the song and the artist?
Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding.
Okay, bringing the year to a close there. How did you get on? Let's hear them all one more time. I might stay with you for the second time through, have a little bit of a bop along with you. So let's go back to the top, back to number 1. Number 1's from the 80s, song and artist, please. Here we go. Number 2.
never seen you shine so bright.
Number 3. When can we go out dancing? What step of the lockdown easing is that? Anyway, number 4.
Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices. If, when, why, what, how much have you got? Have you got it to get it? If so, how often? Which do you choose, a hard or soft option?
Number 5. Number 6.
I had a dream, I had an awesome dream. People in the park, playing games in the dark. And what they played was a masquerade. From behind the walls of doubt, a voice was crying out.
Number 7. Number 8. Number 9.
I wanna lay by your side, baby. I wanna feel every beat of your heart. And throughout the night, I wanna hold you tight.
Number 10. Number 11. Number 12. Number 13. Number 14.
Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart, look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk by, we try to see, falling behind in what could be.
And track number 15, please tell me the name of the song and the artist from this number 1 in 1986.
Snow is falling all around me. Children playing, having fun. It's the season, love and understanding.
Okay, and that brings us to the end of our audio round tonight and to the end of the first half of the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle. Okay, so we will now take a short break as always, and when we come back we will go through all of the answers to the first half together, and then we will continue with the second half. So I'm going to go and top up my glass of fizz. I suggest you do the same, and I will see you very shortly. Welcome back to the second half of the Pub Quizzle. I hope you're all ready to go through the answers to the first half. I hope you've checked over all of your answers because here we go. All right, let's go through everything together. So we jump back to the past 12 months. That was round number 1. Okay, so question number 1. At what time of day and on which day of the week were the claps for carers in the first lockdown? That was 8 p.m. on Thursday. Half a point for 8 p.m. Excuse me, half a point for Thursday. Question number 2. In April 2020, who addressed the UK in their first ever Easter message? That was the Queen. Question number 3, also in April 2020. Who suggested that COVID-19 could be treated by injecting disinfectant? That was Donald Trump. Number 4, in May it was announced which former British Army officer would be knighted after raising money for charity. Captain Sir Tom Moore, of course. Number 5, also in May 2020, what was the name of the senior advisor to the Prime Minister who apparently drove 260 miles during lockdown? Tut tut. That was Dominic Cummings. Number 6, which entrepreneur named his child XAIA12 in 2020, or however he pronounces it? That is Elon Musk and wife, but Elon Musk is the name of the entrepreneur. Number 7, which music festival postponed its 50th anniversary celebrations to 2021? That is Glastonbury. Number 8, in August 2020, which man became the first to reach a net worth of $200 billion? That was Jeff Bezos. Number 9, nicknamed RBG, which member of the US Supreme Court, an advocate for gender equality, died in September 2020? That is Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Number 10, in October 2020, which milestone birthday did Kim Kardashian celebrate? Her 40th birthday. Number 11, as they were unable to go to Australia, in which country did they film I'm a Celebrity 2020? That was in Wales. Number 12, if you said the UK, I will give you that because I did say country, and I think the country officially is UK. Number 12, in November 2020, who won the US election? Joe Biden. Number 13, in December, which comedian won Strictly Come Dancing? That was Bill Bailey. Number 14, which Brit said before Christmas, "'Tis the season to be jolly careful"? Boris Johnson. And number 15, who interviewed Harry and Meghan in March 2021? That was, of course, Oprah Winfrey. All right, so moving on now to round number 2, things that happen once a year, events that only happen once every 12 months. So number 1 was Christmas Day, and that falls on the 25th of December. Number 2, Valentine's Day, the 14th of February. Number 3, Independence Day, the 4th of July. Number 4, St. Patrick's Day is the 17th of April. Number 5, Bastille Day is the 14th of July. Number 6, April Fool's Day is the 1st of April. Number 7, St. George's Day is the 23rd of April. Number 8, International Women's Day is the 8th of March. Number 9, International Men's Day is the 19th of November. Number 10, St. David's Day is the 1st of March. Number 11, the Queen's real birthday is the 21st of April. Number 12, Guy Fawkes Night or Bonfire Night is the 5th of November. Number 13, Burns Night is the 25th of January. Number 14, World Chocolate Day, get it in your diaries, is the 7th of July. And number 15, National Trivia Day, also known as Ali B's birthday, is the 4th of January. Sorry, a little error there I've been alerted to. St. Patrick's Day is, of course, the 17th of March, not the 17th of April. I've got a month ahead of myself there. So number 4 should be the 17th of March. Sorry about that. Getting a bit carried away on the fizz, obviously. Let's move on now to our audio round number 3. How did you get on with these 80s number 1s? Number 1, When the Going Gets Tough, The Tough Get Going by Billy Ocean. Half a point for the song title, half a point for the artist. Number 2, The Lady in Red, Christa Burr. Number 3, Papa Don't Preach by Madonna. Number 4, West End Girls by the Pet Shop Boys. Number 5, Venus by Bananarama. Number 6, Say You, Say Me by Lionel Richie. Number 7, Chain Reaction by Diana Ross. Number 8, Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer. Number 9, I Wanna Wake Up With You by Boris Gardiner. Number 10, Kiss by Prince. Number 11, Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. Number 12, Don't Leave Me This Way by the Communards. Number 13, Take My Breath Away by Berlin. Number 14, Higher Love by Steve Winwood. And finally, number 15 was Merry Christmas Everyone by Shakin' Stevens. Okay, they were all of your answers to the first half. Sorry about that error on St. Patrick's Day. 17th of March is your answer there. But good quizzes. I know you knew that and you just thought, oh, she's made a bit of an error getting carried away on her birthday. All right, so if we are ready to continue, just as a reminder, for those of you that haven't played your Joker quite yet, we have remaining Potluck, Ali B for round number 4. So all of the answers in the Potluck round this week will begin with A, L, I or B. We then have quiz shows for round number 5, and for our picture round this evening, round number 6, we have famous bow tie wearers. Okay, if we're all ready to get cracking with the second half, if you would like to play your Joker on Potluck tonight, now is your chance to do so. And here we go with question number 1, which is, which band sang Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen and Waterloo? As I say, every answer for a bit of an extra clue begins with A, L, I or B. Number 2, what is the capital of Peru? What is the capital of Peru? Number 3, what is the 6th colour of the rainbow? What is the 6th colour of the rainbow? Number 4, which boy band had the members Matt and Luke Goss? Which boy band had the members Matt and Luke Goss? Number 5, which sci-fi blockbuster film was about an alien invasion and starred Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum? Which sci-fi blockbuster film was about an alien invasion and starred Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum? All right, moving on to number 6. Which company's first product sold was a book called Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought? Catchy. Which company's first product sold was a book called Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought? Number 7, which team won the English Premier League in 2016? Which team won the English Premier League in 2016? Number 8, which pasta comes in large flat sheets and is often served with beef ragu and bechamel sauce? Number 9, which city is comedian Joe Lycett from? Which city is comedian Joe Lycett from? Number 10. Which brand of champagne was a favourite of Adina and Patsy in Absolutely Fabulous? Which brand of champagne was a favourite of Adina and Patsy in Absolutely Fabulous? All right, moving on to number 11. Idaho, Illinois, and Indiana are 3 of the 4 US states beginning with I. What is the 4th? Do you know your US states? Idaho, Illinois, and Indiana are 3 of the 4 US states beginning with I. What is the 4th? Number 12. Which rags to riches tale involves a young boy who meets a genie? Which rags to riches tale involves a young boy who meets a genie? Number 13. What is the name of the oldest organised sport in North America which uses sticks and a ball? What is the name of the oldest organised sport in North America which uses sticks and a ball? Number 14. What word would an American use to describe a fringe, as in the hairstyle? What word would an American use to describe a fringe? And number 15. What was the first name of Donald Trump's first wife? What was the first name of Donald Trump's first wife? Remember, all your answers must begin with an A, an L, an I, or a B. If they do not, they are not correct. So double check all of your answers there for the Potluck Ali B round. That brings us to the end of that round, and we move on to round number 5, which is our quiz shows round. All big quizzing fans, I'm sure, if you've made it to the first anniversary of the Pub Quizzle. So if you would like to play your joker here, now is your chance to do so. 15 questions about TV quiz shows. Okay, let's get going with question number 1, which is, on what quiz show do contestants famously sit in a black chair? On which quiz show do contestants famously sit in a black chair? Number 2. Which quiz show requires contestants to score as few points as possible, winning only if they find an answer with 0 points? Which quiz show requires contestants to score as few points as possible, winning only if they find an answer with 0 points? Number 3. Which quiz show is known as Le Maillon Faible in France? Which quiz show is known as Le Maillon Faible in France? Question number 4. Which quiz show sees a knowledgeable quizzer sit at the top of a 7-step game board and take on a contestant? Number of contestants, in fact. Which quiz show sees a knowledgeable quizzer sit at the top of a 7-step game board and take on a contestant? Just to be clear, they take on more than one contestant, but in a round, they take on a contestant from the top of that game board. Number 5, which team adventure quiz show had zones including futuristic, medieval, and Aztec? Which team adventure quiz show had zones including futuristic, medieval, and Aztec? Okay, move on to number 6. Which current affairs quiz has the team captains Ian Hislop and Paul Merton? Which current affairs quiz has the team captains Ian Hislop and Paul Merton? Number 7. Which TV quiz returned in 2020 with Gino D'Acampo as host? Which TV quiz returned in 2020 with Gino D'Acampo as host? Number 8. Who was the original presenter of Supermarket Sweep? Who was the original presenter of Supermarket Sweep? Number 9. Which game show's theme tune had the line, "Life is the name of the game and I want to play the game with you"? Which game show's theme tune had the line, "Life is the name of the game and I want to play the game with you"? Number 10. Which snooker player hosted Big Break with Jim Davidson? Which snooker player hosted Big Break with Jim Davidson? Moving on to number 11. The comedy show 8 out of 10 Cats did a crossover show with which quiz? The comedy show 8 out of 10 Cats did a crossover show with which quiz? Number 12. Which quiz show did William G. Stewart present? Which quiz show did William G. Stewart present? Number 13. What was Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader known as in the UK? What was Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader known as in the UK? Number 14. Which game of luck saw Meghan Markle as a briefcase model on the US version? Which game of luck saw Meghan Markle as a briefcase model on the US version? And finally, question number 15 in your quiz show round tonight is, which game show invites contestants to come on down? Which game show invites contestants to come on down? Okay, that brings us to the end of round number 5 tonight. And so we come to our final round of the evening. As always, it is our picture round. So we have famous bow tie wearers. 15 pictures of famous bow tie wearers. I just want their names, please. As always, I've broken it down into 3 sets of 5. You'll have 2 minutes with each set of 5, and then I shall not return to any of the pictures you have already seen. So please pay attention during the 2 minutes. Let me just set the timer. Okay, we have 2 minutes ready to go. So if you are all ready, if you would like to play your joker, if you've kept it clung in your sweaty palm until the final round, now is your last chance to double up on a round. So if we are ready, here are your first 5 famous bow tie wearers. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. And here's your next set of 5. 30 more seconds. Has the music driven you mad yet? 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that brings us to the end of our final round tonight and to the end of the Pub Quizzle. For the 51st time, I did have a week off at Christmas, which is why we don't have 52, but there we go. A year's worth of quizzles complete. Now all we need to know is, how on earth did you get on? Let's have a little look at that ladder of quizzing bragging rights. How have you done over the weeks? Do you know how many times you have hit the top spot? Do you know how many times you have come a little bit further down? Either way, it doesn't really matter as long as you've enjoyed quizzing with me, of course, but I know you're all competitive types. So let's have a little look at these answers. All right, let's go back to round number 4, which as always was potluck, with a little bit of a twist this week in that we have all the answers beginning with A, L, I or B. Okay, so if we're all ready, let's go through all of these answers together. Question number 1. Which band sang Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen and Waterloo? That was ABBA. Number 2. What is the capital of Peru? Lima. Number 3. What is the 6th colour of the rainbow? Indigo. Number 4. Which boy band had the members Matt and Luke Goss? Bros. Number 5. Which sci-fi blockbuster film was about an alien invasion and starred Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum? Independence Day. Number 6. Which company's first product sold was a book called Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought? That was Amazon's first book sold. Number 7. Which team won the English Premier League in 2016? Leicester City. Number 8. Which pasta comes in large flat sheets and is often served with beef ragu and bechamel sauce? Lasagna. Number 9. Which city is comedian Joe Lycett from? Ding, ding, ding. That is your Birmingham answer tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Number 10. Which brand of champagne was a favourite of Edina and Patsy in Absolutely Fabulous? Bolly, bit of Bolly, Bollinger champagne. Number 11, Idaho, Illinois and Indiana are 3 of the 4 US states beginning with an I. What is the 4th? Iowa. Number 12, which rags to riches tale involved a young boy who meets a genie? That is Aladdin. Number 13, what is the name of the oldest organised sport in North America which uses sticks and a ball? Lacrosse. Number 14, which word would an American use to describe a fringe in a hairstyle? Bangs. And number 15, what was the first name of Donald Trump's first wife? Ivana Trump. Okay, moving on to round number 5. This is the quiz show round. Number 1, on which quiz show do contestants famously sit in a black chair? Mastermind. Number 2, which quiz show requires contestants to score as few points as possible, winning only if they find an answer with 0 points? That is, of course, Pointless. Number 3, which quiz show is known as Le Maillon Faible in France? The Weakest Link. Number 4, which quiz show sees a knowledgeable quizzer sit at the top of a 7-step game board and take on contestants? The Chase. Number 5, which team adventure quiz show had zones including futuristic, medieval and Aztec? The Crystal Maze. Number 6, which current affairs quiz has the team captains Ian Hislop and Paul Merton? Have I got news for you? Number 7, which TV quiz returned in 2020 with Gino D'Acampo as host? Family Fortunes. Number 8, who was the original presenter of Supermarket Sweep? Dale Winton. Number 9, which game show's theme tune had the line, Life is the name of the game, and I want to play the game with you. The Generation Game. Number 10, which snooker player hosted Big Break with Jim Davidson? John Virgo. Number 11, the comedy show 8 out of 10 Cats did a crossover show with which quiz? Countdown. Number 12, which quiz show did William G. Stewart present? 15 to 1. Number 13, what was Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader known as in the UK? Are You Smarter Than a 10-year-old? Number 14, which game of luck saw Meghan Markle as a briefcase model on the US version? Deal or No Deal? And number 15, which game show invites contestants to come on down? That is The Price is Right. Okay, we come now to our final round, the picture round. Did you know these famous bow tie wearers? I didn't include myself in this quiz round, of course, but I'm always here. Okay, number 1 was Winston Churchill. Number 2, Matt Smith, Doctor Who there. Number 3, Barack Obama. Number 4 was George Clooney. Number 5 was Jay-Z. Number 6, Charlie Chaplin. Number 7, Daniel Craig. Number 8, Smithers from The Simpsons. Number 9, Groucho Marx. Number 10, Abraham Lincoln. Number 11, Stan Laurel. Number 12, Liberace. Number 13 was Fred Astaire. Number 14 was Justin Timberlake. And number 15 of your famous bow tie wearers, the classic bow tie wearer himself, Donald Duck. Absolute inspo by Donald Duck, of course. All right, so they were all of our answers for the Pub Quizzle first anniversary quiz. How did you get on? Let's have another little look as you top the scores up at the ladder of quizzing bragging rights. Have you made it to Titan or Boss for the first anniversary? Well, as I always say, please do let me know. Let me know how you got on. I love to hear, and particularly tonight, would love to hear how you've got on. A massive thank you from me for coming tonight and for coming through all of the past 12 months to support me at the Pub Quizzle. I've loved having you here. I will continue. Don't worry. There's no stopping me yet. So we'll see you next week if you're still keen. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Bit of a reminisce over the past 12 months and a few different rounds in there tonight. Stay safe. Enjoy meeting up with the rule of 6 if you choose to do so. And I hope we can all see each other live soon. Maybe I'll even run a Pub Quizzle in real life. IRL. We will see. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to go and have another glass of fizz. Have a lovely evening. Good night.